Good evening. Oh, let's see. We're testing this out. A little bit of a learning curve. Okay. You're on stream now. Hey, Sergio. Sergio? Sergio, you're on cam. Hey, what's going on? Well, we can see and hear you. Sounds good. No worries. Take your time. So I hope you all have been enjoying my podcast or vlog. I'm trying to record chapters as I'm inspired, as things come to me. So I hope you all continue to stay on this journey with me. And those of you who have not joined, I hope you join this journey with me. The blog/podcast is available on my YouTube channel. I'm just a small baby here on Twitch, so I don't have enough followers to upload videos. So for the time being, My videos will either be available on YouTube or on Instagram. I will, of course, go live here on Twitch and everywhere at the same time. I'm going to maybe tomorrow try to see if I can do some Destiny. I haven't been on Destiny for a couple of days, so I'm behind there with my gaming because I've just been trying to crank out some of these vlogs. But I'm going to do some of that as well, do some of my city building. I'm still working on that. And so I'll now be able to hopefully record some sessions and then edit them so that what would take me maybe an hour to do, you're not sitting there watching me for an entire hour while I try to build something, but you'll get the highlights of them. Hello, hello. Ain't no way you're gonna hit me with the fucking net. Come on, bro. Nice. Hello. Hello. What's up? Hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling tonight? So, I want your take on all of these recent changes with pretty good. Just came back from vacation. Nice. Where'd you go? I went to New Mexico. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Go see some and I think it's possible. And as compared to where you are now, how's the weather? Is it hotter or colder or drier or more humid? I want to see if it was a little bit hotter, but it's because it's been raining. Okay. Surprisingly, at this time of year, it's usually, well, at least the past 2 years, it's been kind of hot. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the weather now. It's not very predictable anymore. So, what are your take on these changes in Destiny with all of this nerfing? Oh, okay. Hot takes immediately. I think most of this stuff shouldn't be nerfed. I think uh, they should be thinking about bringing other stuff up. Like, there's so many like stuff that they said they wanted in
more usage. Instead of making everything super weak, why don't they like try and bring some of them up? Because I feel like a lot of exotics nowadays are not really exotics. Some of the exotics, for example, like for example, hard life was very used. That was thrown away. That doesn't matter because now one of the better weapons to use for any kind of shield is the arbalest, which I assume is going to be getting some kind of nerf later, like down the road. And I feel like a lot of the legendary weapons feel more exotic than exotic weapons do. Like, when was the last time you used an exotic other than an exotic that is like super meta? I can't tell you. I've only used like the more meta ones because that's like it's kind of almost necessary to use in certain aspects. Yeah.
Well, I know they're saying that everybody is gravitating towards that Arbalest because that Arbalest is now necessary.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes the argument is necessary, but in my opinion, I don't think it should be the case. I think if they made it to where they made other exotics a little bit strong,
Yeah.
you would be using other stuff. Like if you gave, for example, I was saying right now, there are rifle that you can change the energy type to it.
Okay.
I bet that would be a fantastic weapon to use against any like barrier champion. Like, why not give you that and give you the option to like, use that niche weapon, to its full potential? No, it's just it pretty much useless. Like nobody really uses it at all. And even like weapons that are considered kind of strong, they're like certain builds, like the Monte Carlo, for example. That right now you can use it along with the anti-gravity, and it's still not as strong as the Arbalest. Arbalest can one shot any barrier.
But what about
So
those who make that argument that if you were,
it could compete with that instead of having to make everything. But then again, I do see the point of people saying that really
but what about those who make that argument about trying to maintain the balance? And so if you then make some of these exotics where the rest of us, because I've been playing Destiny since the beginning, but I mean, I don't have 24 hours in the day to dedicate to it. I'm trying to work, take care of a difficult family member and the like. Um, so for I guess they'll put me in the casual category. So casuals like me have been playing since the beginning, but don't play 24 hours a day. What do we do?
I don't want to say bluntly, forget what. Because it's really not a game. Even if it tries to be, I don't think it'll to the point where it's exactly friendly. Because there's so much content that you miss. Like there's a content, there's been so much content about like uh, an example I can think of is like WoW, right? You're not going to get to WoW and immediately be able to pick up all stuff that other players have. It's going to take you a long time. So things like Destiny and like WoW stuff are not ever going to be new player friendly games unless they like do what they did with Destiny 1 and kill it and you bring out a Destiny 3, which I don't think they will do. Not for a while. I mean, like,
Didn't they promise that to us a while back, though?
unless you can have a person that is nice enough to take you through certain activities. I am not sure if they did or didn't, or what you're referring to when they said that they promised.
Well, I mean, there was speculation that they were going to work on a Destiny 3. But I do recall that my elephant brain, my Spidey old brain, remembers that um, they did promise that they were going to end this whole thing of nerfing um, and then buffing and then nerfing and then buffing and this whole trying to balance crazy system, which just never seems to work for them. They never seem to get it right. And it seems like we're going back down that path again where it's going to be a never ending battle to try to balance weapons. And I don't see where we're going to go from here. Because no one's ever going to be totally happy. The elite, they want to have their weapon, they want it to be hard.
Yeah. And I get where they're coming from, but they also got to realize they only make up like what the 1% of the population of the entire game. So for the game to be catered especially to the 1% seems kind of irrational. Um, I get that they think that there's some stuff that is too strong and okay. Still use it. Easy as that. Everybody paid for the content.
I'm in total agreement. If you are doing raids or grandmasters and you find that these weapons are
Stuff is just naturally than others.
I'm in total agreement. If you're doing these grandmasters and you're doing these day one raids and you find that something is too easy to hit the reticle, then don't use it. You know, if you find that it's too easy, then why don't you go through the raid and do all um um don't use your adept weapons. There are things that they can do if they want to challenge themselves. But I think that part of the problem is that what makes the 1% special is by keeping everybody else out. And when you start increasing the numbers of people,
They think something is strong. Don't use it.
maybe try doing a raid only, not using any heavy weapons. Challenge yourself. Maybe not using any energy weapons.
que que puede hacer que como que se usa. Yo sé que va a ser but back to the
Mm-hmm.
I feel like keeping a fucking in-game activity is so shit because it being accessible to other people makes it to where more people want to access it, which then elevates the player count, which then brings in more money, which then Bungie can make more fucking content. So, and then trying to keep certain activities, they're potentially lowering the amount of money that Bungie could bring in with certain activities over certain things that other players could help other players to do.
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
If it wasn't for those Sherpa services, how many of those players would be able to access any type of raid?
And that's true. But I mean, very few. Without those Sherpa services, very many people would find themselves um, on the outskirts without being able to participate. Yeah,
Gatekeeping is shit.
I totally agree. But we have this elitist system where we have not all of them, but some of these content creators that want to gatekeep and they want to, you know, make it more difficult. And like I said, I think one of the things that became alarming to them is when they saw the number of people that were able to, when we had Solar 3.0 complete Grand Masters, I think we probably had more people completing Grand Masters than ever before. And that's not to say that, all of a sudden we had 90% of the Destiny community completing Grand Masters and running around um, um, completing them every week or so. It just increased in the number who were able, maybe to do one or two throughout the entire season versus those who have never been able to do any.
Yeah. Um, and I think they should be glad because, like, yeah, people are accessing it, which some of those players might not have certain extensions, which then it might lead them to buy certain extensions. And like again, like once they get a taste of these like in-game activities, they want to do more and they get more involved and they invest more time and more money into the game, which again will lead to Bungie doing better and better things. But no, elitists don't think about that shit, which is kind of ass. It's like the game is meant for everybody to enjoy. Again, I think that some content could be hard, yeah, of course, but not to where it is fucking impossible for the normal to average like being fucking meant for like that to the game.
Shoot, normal to average. What about us below average players? What about me?
like I said before, get caught. Three things are going to shit the way that they are. The below average person is like not gonna have a fucking chance unless again people create these sugar services especially for those activities.
Okay. Oh, the get good. Okay. Sound advice. I'm just saying, people say that all the time. So I'm like, my question is, okay, get good how? How do I practice, realistically speaking, how do I practice raids? How do I practice grandmasters? How do I practice? Tell me how do, when everybody wants everything yesterday, and they want to run in, and I know we have the Sherpa programs, but outside of the Sherpa programs, when everybody wants to quickly run and do things, how do we get good? How, now realistically speaking, how many people are going to go and toil around? And you've done it for me, thank you. So I've gotten some practice thanks to you, as far as doing grandmasters. But I'm just talking in the broader scheme of things. How many people have someone that will take the time to take them to do, let's say, grandmasters, take them to do dungeons, take them to do raids where they can kick around and practice and learn different things. No, most of the people, realistically speaking, want to get in there, get their stuff, and keep moving because Destiny is a grinding game. So where is this time to get good built into that?
Which is again brings in the aspect that I was talking about. Like people forget that it's supposed to be like hobby, a hobby, a game, something that then away from stress, and this game just adds to that stress that you have because now you just can't like go and do this. You gotta know how to do it. And if you go into like let's say the Destiny LFG, they expect you to know. And if you don't know, you get kicked. So basically, to answer what you're saying is there isn't really a space where people can take other people to practice without any type of server program. Which I see that they're trying to deal with this. They're trying to implement that LFG angle, which is going to be a massive help. Like that the low average. It's going to change totally the way that they can do certain activities. You're going to now be able to like look at all these people and take them to certain things just through a network. If people so wish to do so or want to help. But now I can see why like people like to do those account recovery things. I understand why people do it now. Like it makes sense.
What is that?
The account recoveries
Mm.
is when you let somebody go into your account and they, like, let's say for a dungeon or trial, for example.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. No, I get that now. Um, I didn't do that for Destiny, but I did do it for. There was this other game I was playing that I let somebody do that for me because they had endless hours to go there, and it was another one of these very grindy games. Um, oh, I know what it was. Was it Ark? And I let them go and collect shit for for my character for me.
No, but yeah, I understand what you said. And if like he doesn't want people to keep doing that, and if it's so hard for people to do it, then make some of his other content a little bit more accessible. It doesn't have to be extremely accessible, like easy, but like temporary shit again is not going to help the accessibility of any one activity.
Switching gears, what's going on with your boy? Switching gear, what's going on with your boy Kanye? Parlor. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, I'm calling to check on you. Is it okay if I talk to you for just like 5 minutes or a minute?
Yes, I just want to let you know that you're broadcasting into the stream.
Okay, I was just calling to check. I hadn't seen you on in a couple of days, so I just wanted to check on you, make sure health is okay, your mother's health, and that you're doing okay.
Doing well. Just streaming with Sergio right now.
Okay, I won't take up any more time. I just wanted to make sure you're okay and health-wise and everything, because I haven't been around and I'm sorry.
No worries. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, I'm planning on it. I'm off, so I will definitely want to get up with you.
Okay, I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. See you tomorrow. Enjoy your stream.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Yes, so back to what we were saying. He wants to buy a parlor now. I'll be sure to let him know. I guess this is if you ever wanted to know how to destroy a legacy, now you're seeing how. You think? Of course he did. It was deplorable. But I mean,
imagine being what some people would call him as a musical genius and like destroying it just once seconds.
and you can't put it all on mental illness, because it's not all mental illness. And, some of it's arrogance, and some of it, and some of it's some self hate involved in there. And I just don't know, what more to say. But I would like to sell him. Go ahead.
Like I imagine this man has like PR. As I'm guessing many other artists do, right? At this point, it's responsibility from his PR team to take his phone away. If he's going through some type of shit, you just need to take his phone away and say, "Hey, man, relax. Like, go do your thing. Somewhere else. Just be quiet, relax, take a vacation. You know."
Yeah.
Not let him destroy his legacy like that. Because now when he's destroying his own look, he's destroying the look of any other type of like stuff he might be involved with.
But some people surround themselves with yes people. And so I would imagine probably at this point, he doesn't have anyone in his world that says anything outside of yes. So there's nobody there to take the phone. The only person I think that probably would have been there and been apt to take the phone is his late mother.
Sad as it is. Yeah, I agree with that.
So I would like to sail him, Candace, and Clarence, put them on a boat and send them off. Well, thank you for joining me this evening. And we're going to do this again when our other friend is feeling better.
Because now he's like, not only is he making himself look like a clown, but
Go ahead.
thank you for having me. It's a nice conversation.
Oh, yes, and we're going to do this again. Trust and believe. Our third amigo was down for the count today. And so I'm sure that I'll brush up a little bit on some wrestling, just to throw a few questions out there about that for you all. All right. Good night. Thank you, Sergio. You too. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.